Like the stream, everybody.
First down, two receivers to the left.
Yeah, Lone Eagles used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all in that last play.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Gotta take what you can get there, but they were hoping for more.
Picks up a couple.
Lone Eagles used blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all in that last play. Look at this one, started the box area early, but didn't even let him get back in line to score.
They come up with the big play, and on third and short, they force the fourth down.
Yeah, they even caused a loss of yardage. What a time to finish big.
Gronkowski from 19 yards. For a touchdown. The Packers offense will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. There, it'll be second down.
Gotta take what you can get there, but they were hoping for more.
Second down, London. Gets past the markers for a first down.
Robert Ferguson has 3 guys on this play looking for the interception, but they don't get it. He says, I'll take that, thank you very much. That's a wonderful catch. The defense should be shaking their head.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they remove the chains. Second tackle so far. Past the markers for a first down.
And Robert makes the catch with 3 defenders on his case.
I just don't know why the throw was made into triple coverage. It worked. Yes, it did. And Peter, that play doesn't get off the ground unless you have been very precise. And he wants you to do these numbers. Before the pass, down on the backside. Check it out. You're one, two, numbers off time. Runs the forward to the flat, and it's close to 37. That's the 45. Green, you can catch that there, but I really like how he got yards after the catch. That's a great play. They move the ball, and it will be second down. It's complete for a first down and a whole lot more. First down, 10 yards to go.
Come on, where the fuck is everybody?
Because of the great routes he's been running. Pocket is in motion. full check on a playmaker. To attempt the extra point. Full out. The extra point, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Manuel pulls up beauty here. Fargo decides to take it out of the end zone. Didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt me. The Raiders had their last drive far out of the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 21-yard line. Gabriel goes in motion. About 3 yards. Really incredible accuracy. Around the defense. Whatever, Dano. They could have brought 8 guys on that play. Wouldn't have made a difference. Peter, they did what they needed to do, and they sneak it past the first down line. Yeah, he knew what he needed to do, and he done it. Yeah, that's to respect that kind of career. McKenzie takes him down back to the 42. Mike McKenzie with a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made it one up. Making stop to the play behind the line of scrimmage. They will call by the defensive coordinator. Agreed, Dan. Will bring up second down. First down, tight end to the left. Quickly, they get stopped at the line, and that brings up second down. Number 50. Incomplete. On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down. Nice pressure that been winning this year, he gets out close to the 20. So it all comes out in the walking, that's what. The Packers were in the set for the last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at the old 23-yard line. Change it to the right side, and it's a snap. Incomplete. This is a big one. Brett Favre has found limited success in the passing game so far now. He just can't seem to get into a rhythm. I'll say he's not very pleased with his performance. So far, he's got 49 yards and 1 interception. Second down, both right out to the right. For a first down. William Anderson takes his hand through the defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice catch. A well-designed play there, Peter, and they remove the chain. Great execution. That's his first drop, and it is not often you'll see that from him. Now, normally he's pretty sure-handed with that. He's got the first down and a whole lot more. Our drivers had 3 guys covering on this play, and he still makes the catch. I don't know if it was a good effort by him or a bad one by the defense. They couldn't have both. It's hard to believe that play worked. Peter, I'm sure he's happy to bring that one in. The last 3 passes to him have all been incomplete. Struggling to get to the just taking it on. First down and 2. Even though he's a back versus a wideout, it's still rare to see him drop them. They like him to go back and say, our driver had 3 guys covering him. But look what happened. Incredible catch. Balls are coming his way in the middle, and he's making him pay. You have to like him for doing so. Well, they're not like any receivers willing to go over the middle and sacrifice their body to make the catch. And that'll do it for quarter number 1. Ravens with a small lead, 10-7. First down with a split backfield. encroachment. He was so close, he could have made that if he was wearing wooden gloves. Well, unfortunately, I have a feeling we'll never know for sure. There's the signal, and we're ready. Picks it off. Cottonee fields the kickoff at the 1. Going to keep his wits about him here and make a smart play. The ball's loose. And now he gains control. He gets the TD and a little congratulations from his teammates. It's well deserved, Dan. Incomplete. Mike McKenzie managed to disrupt him. That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down. Good denial there. Second down coming up. Mike McKenzie got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot. A nice defensive play will give him the second batting ball of the game. Tips it to the left sideline and it's incomplete. It'll be knocked down. And make sure the only one to touch the football was him. That is their fourth batted ball. Tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad. We'll see if they can keep it up there. Fletcher lines up the punt after the play. Packers will start this first play of the drive at their 35-yard line. The Packers have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they try to lead 30 yards. Second down, 9 yards to go. The call on second down, and it Turnovers are the most telling stat in the NFL. Military Janet backed up a few yards on the run back there, pulling down the sides of the front a little bit. The Raiders start this one on the center logo at the 49-yard line. It's all about accuracy in that situation. Peter, that was another pass out to the left. He's definitely favoring that side of the field. A lot of his primary reads have been there. He's connecting. Nobody's going on. Not the way either incomplete. Now there's a showcase was a time he could have taken his calls for an incomplete pass. On second down, they try for the
first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down. Nice pressure on third down. Incredible catch. That's been kind of a cold streak for him. Last two passes his way were incomplete.
So Sneaker stays on track. As you can see, he's up over the century mark. He's doing the right way.
Some nice numbers out of it.
So far, he's got 5 counters.
Takes advantage of this and forces the incompletion.
The receiver didn't declare anything.
As a team, they are batting down passes left and right. That is their 6th so far.
Great anticipation of the pass.
Ferguson downs this in the end zone for a touchdown. The Packers offense takes the field and their running game really hasn't generated much other than a 10-play That's a long 20 yards. Ferguson is the most. Gain of 8. Back at the earth, number 24. Defense. The ball is placed at the center of the tunnel.
Come on, like the stream, everybody.
First down with just a single receiver on the field.
So far, he struggled to get 118 yards and 2 interceptions. Derek Gibson took his man off the field with a great defensive effort back there. They got a few yards, but not the first.
That'll be his 4th tackle, and he's hitting hard out there in the
Franks has the guy shadowing him, but still manages to make the catch. He beats his man forward. It's all about staking your turn.
That was one of the tournaments for driving the ball the last time it was thrown his way. He definitely made sure that he held on to that one. First down, 3 yards for the
Short-handed receivers in the game. Wow, it's not often you see him on a sink like this.
He hits his band for a pickup of 9.
Donald Driver made a fantastic catch in double coverage. Keep getting the ball, guys.
I'm glad he finally landed one because he had a string of missed catches before this.
The quarterback obviously didn't lose faith in him today because he kept throwing it his way.
First down, and this is the 7th play of the drive. Converts the 3rd down. 4th down and 3.
Final Brayton made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the marker.
That will be his 4th tackle of the contest. With the 42-yard attempt. Right
there. A good-sized kick. Watch here. Nowhere close to his max, but he's obviously still very pleased to pull it off.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Rockets this one deep. Target sounds this in the end zone for a touchdown. The Raiders offense comes out on the field, and they have found themselves in a shootout. They'll start this drive at their own 20-yard line.
Second down, one man down. Six. For the Raiders, 24-yard line. Cottonee goes in motion.
Yes, yes! Fucking finally, 1,700 in.
The 33. Aaron Trusser knew exactly where the ball was going on that last play. Thanks to some great single zone coverage. His positioning got him the interception. Well, that's their second interception of the game, and Stingy is appearing to be the model for their defense. Yeah, either that or give me the ball. The Packers could take the lead before halftime as their offense will start.
That's a shiny Cottonee. Let's fucking go.
It'll be first and goal. So LeBron is going to keep his wits about him here and make a smart play. The ball's loose, but now he gains control. Good reflexes to recover from that bad play. Coach Turner is not happy with that call, and he's going to challenge it. Hey, we want to challenge. This is their first challenge of the game, and even if they lose this one, they still have one challenge left. So then we've got to see if the receiver established possession before he lost the ball. Remember, he has to have full control of it. Well, it doesn't look like he had possession, Dan. I call it an incompletion and overturn it. After review, the play has been ruled an incomplete pass. The receiver did not have possession of the ball prior to fumbling. Oakland will not be charged for timeout. Second down. Straight down the pipe. That's his third field goal of the day, and giving your team 9 points is nothing to sneeze at. Well, unless those 9 points are covered by Collins. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. One round, home duty here. Fargo decides to take out the empire. Decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off. It didn't really hurt him either. The Raiders offense comes out and has an opportunity to tie it before halftime. They'll start at their own 22-yard line. Rice goes in motion.
That's his number 4.
Second and 6. Ball for Raiders. 36-yard line. Second down from the shotgun and 6. Ball for Raiders. 36-yard line. Incomplete pass.
That was a fantastic job by the defense. Not what would have been on first down.
I love it. Big D on third and short situations. Fourth down, defenses love to go off on the right.
Lines up the pass after the 3 and out. Takes the long snap and punts it away. The captain fields the ball.
Nice job getting some yards after fielding a solid punt.
Packers offense takes the field, and they have been very effective through the air. We'll see what happens as they start this drive at the 30-yard line. Takes a nice catch, and the big catch is made with time in front of him. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. First down.
Well, those are some impressive numbers. Look at those receiving yards.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
I think that you can get them, but they're still hoping for more.
And he's in for the score.
Brett Favre makes a terrific completion in double coverage here. Wow. Now that is one confident QB.
Peter, that's his first touchdown pass of the game. How do his stats look?
Well, so far, he's got 242 yards and 1 touchdown.
Point action, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Kicks this one away.
Cardinals
Patches it back at the 5. The 27.
some good spots in the defense. Got a good run back off that kick.
The Raiders, they climb back into it with a score before half here. They will start this drive at their own 27-yard line. Turner is in motion. Cannon throws a heater with a Raiders take their first timeout.
Yeah, I like those stats. Great receiving yards.
Cannon tips it to the left sideline, and it's intercepted.
It's good.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Jones booms of beauty here. Cardinals decides to take it out of the end zone. Raiders offense takes the field with the clock at 14.
Gary Carter.
Three guys cover him. Bones, what happened? Incredible catch. That'll be his first catch of the game after being shut out the entire first quarter. This is a bit of a full start for him.
You'll see that more and more as the game goes on.
That'll do it for the first half of this one. The Packers in command of this one, 37-20. And now let's take you to Chris Sherman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Over.
Okay, Dano, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. Welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. Now let's take a look at the halftime stats. And boy, look at the difference in rushing here. The Packers have a pretty sizable lead. They gotta feel fortunate to have one. Let's get started on this one early in the first quarter. Tim Brown had to work to find an opening, but he was able to haul this one in. That set up a no-brainer 2-to-1 field goal. The Raiders get the first points of the game in halftime 3. The Packers on deep. They're ready in the red zone. Wayne Rudd is leading the quarterback drive all the way, and he's able to get a chance on this one to pick it off. The Raiders after a red zone stop. Raiders up by 3. Lyle Kidd, who has come up with a huge play here, is able to pick one off, and that has some fresh yelling in front of them. They take the lead again and go by 4. The Raiders have an off an interception. Rick Luke Cannon would drop back and deliver a strike on this. A 15-yard touchdown for the Raiders. Raiders up 10-7. Brett Favre connected with his man on this one. That set up an easy 24-yard field goal. The Packers even the score 10-all. The Packers now early in the second quarter. John Watt is leading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. Touchdown for the Raiders. Raiders midway through the second. Game time, 17 all. Sebastian Janikowski would be summoned for the long field goal attempt. The kick would be right through. The Packers late in the second quarter. Ryan Longwell comes down for the field goal try. Good spot. This is right from the upright. A 42-yard field goal. Game time, 20 all. Darren Sharper would come up with a big play to kill a drive. He was able to step in front of the winning pass for an INT. After driving 4 yards on 3 plays, Ryan Longwell sets up the field goal attempt and passed about the parking lot. Got a lot of leg though. He's got it. Connect for their third field goal. The Packers still late in the second quarter. Packers leading by 3. Donald Putin, the driver, came up with a big play and he was able to pull this one in. They move ahead by 10. Raiders still late in the half. Al Harris is able to step in front of his pass and pick one off. Wasn't done there. Touchdown for the Packers. And that's where we'll leave this one. Raiders are down at the half, 37-20. Time now for our halftime hero award, which recognizes the most dominant player of the first half. Now, this time there could be no question. Tim Brown has been unstoppable. That'll do it from here. We'll send you back out there to Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe. Dan?
Thanks, Chris. And today's game has been presented in ESPN Game Sound. Designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Packers will get the ball first here in the second half, and they are dominating this game. Currently, they are large 37-20. Let's go down to the field. Janikowski gets it, and the second half has now started.
You can't survive that kind of sloppy play for long. It's going to come back to break you.
Let's go down to Susie Culver, who has an update for us. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. Head coach Mark Turner told me at halftime that he was really upset about his penalty. He said they were all down to 1 goal. We'll see if they do a better job of putting on the ball, won't they? Here.
Takes it upfield. To 30.
Gained some good yardage. Wow, great blocking on that play.
Either way, nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Great play, and they have a bunch of options on this play.
First down and 4 Raiders. Their third interception of the game, and Peter, the D is honing in on the passing game. A tough play, I love it. The Raiders are fading fast and are in need of a score. Their offense restarts this mighty drive at the 9-yard line.
in the backfield, but Boston College did too. Big hit for a look.
That would be his fourth tackle, and he's hitting hard out there in the secondary.
They're making a mistake twice with their boundary selection.
Third down, goal to go.
Take it out of the end zone, didn't really pay off. But it was a good move.
Past the markers for a first down.
Donald Roberts takes it down through defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice catch.
I'm sure he's glad to finally make a completion, considering he's already dropped two today.
Look, man, great receiving yards. That was the Anderson has one guy on him and makes the most of it. And he stood that guy so bad, I can feel the shot.
He wins in the
He's working hard, but only has 41 yards on 18 carries.
The 16.
Bucannon didn't get very far running that ball back, but on the bright side, the kick was pretty lackluster, so his offense gets pretty good field position anyway.
The Raiders offense has to score here. This drive will start at their own 16-yard line.
Tied it up with the incompletion.
And had potential for some yards there, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. Him from the ball. Incomplete. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to have the information along the Third down, one man back. Brings up deep in his own territory to cover the line. This one deep. Beauty of the kick there. By the time he looked up, there was nowhere to go. The Packers come on offense and are well ahead. They got another shot to score. This drive up to 39 line. Ferguson is amazing. For a first down.
Solid drivers have nobody on, but quarterback saw it and he got the ball to him.
That's a great catch, and he's been working that side of the field with good success.
Yeah, it looks like he's found a weakness in the play.
First down, 20 yards. Ends up 4 yards. That brings up second down.
They're trying to find a bridge that will mitigate the pain, but nothing seems to be working. One of them is
Sanford lines up for the punt. leads it at the 16. The Raiders offense takes the field, and they will start at their own 17-yard line. Wheatley picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up second down.
Alan Wheatley used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
I think if you can get them the football, you're looking for more.
To 23.
Davis with a nice interception. Sets his position up to make the grab.
Got it. Yet another interception for this defense, and they're making passing just about impossible so far.
Absolutely. Great read. Jumps on the ball. Great athletes, and it's all happening down there.
The Packers will start this drive all the way down at the 23-yard line. It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning, and they forced the incompletion with what it would be. Beautiful call by the defense. Fourth down. Fourth down on the field goal unit is the defense. From 36 yards out, and the first.
Brings out, and it just high snap perfectly. Sets up the ball. There's the kick, and it's good. 3 points.
That's his fourth field goal of the game, and he has generally looked pretty good.
He's doing his part, and that's what you want from a kicker.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Gainwell kicks this one away. The Cardinals fields this one deep at the 22.
Right out close to the 20 on that one. Decision to take it out of the end zone. Didn't really start.
The Raiders were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. They'll start at their own 22-yard line. Wheatley picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up second down.
With the back.
Second down for the eye. Wheatley is in motion. To 33. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. And as soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along.
The Packers
Start this drive already in field goal position, and they're going to line up second and 3. Gains about 3 yards. Second down with 2 tight ends to the right.
Brady Jackson was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
That will be his 4th tackle so far. What do you think of his performance, Peter?
Solid game, man. Really carrying his sizable weight out there.
They lose some yardage there, Peter. It has to feel like they're going down and up escalator.
Yeah, a good rule of thumb here is to try to move the ball in the general direction of the other team's end zone. That's what we did here.
That'll be his 1st sack of the game. Second down with the tight end right. Gets away out of the coverage, incomplete.
Jimmy Thomas got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
Another batted ball. They have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
Right, Dan. In a way, something to fill the pass when you can obliterate it.
Second down, both tight ends right. Fourth down and rest of the with the 42-yard attempt and right to the upright.
Yep, it's just a little bit to the side of the upright, so also the count of work.
Second down. Harris was shaken up earlier, and I hear Susie Calver has a report for us.
Thanks, Dan. The doctor's diagnosis is that he suffered a dislocated elbow. They popped it back into the socket, but they don't think he's going to return to the game. He could risk further injury. The impact is the game.
Just made well past the markers for a first down.
Left ball, makes a risky pass here and completes it. That's some guts, Dan. Check it out. Oh, perfect pass. And it had to be accurate to get in there between the two defenders.
Again, a nice medium pass. He's been concentrating on those connections a lot today.
It's a nice run. That's just a good balance to the top.
Second down, tight end to the right. Which starts at their own 20-yard line. Second down.
And here's about to be a man with a one-man wrecking crew back there. He's powered into the backfield and made it happen.
Runs into traffic. To 23. Let's go back and revisit that last tackle in the backfield. Great stop.
Dan, I don't know what's more difficult. Trying to block to clear balls that you are new. And the pronounce it new. The team has done it since that 35 and a half sacks the last 3 years. They're sweet to be pretty well.
Makes the play on this and forces the incompletion. It'll be fourth down.
Always used for man down getting that football and left no chance for a reception.
Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
That sure was. Perfect team for that situation.
And they will bring up 4th down. Actually, it brings up the pass after the 3-and-out. Takes the snap and pummels this one deep. It's a 20 yards.
The Packers have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at the 40-yard line. Packers is in motion.
Once he closes his grip around you, you are not going to get free, regardless of how offensive you And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. The Packers enjoying the lead, 48-27. Third down, empty backfield.
Swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. And that part pretty much goes unanswered.
The Raiders will start this drive at their own 27-yard line. The 29.
This game is feeling some pressure as he lets this one go, which is why he zings right into the defender's reach. He gets to be on that one, though.
Another ball that was picked off, and this game is turning into a nightmare for me.
Well, he better wake up.
The Packers haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track. It'll be 2nd down.
I think if you can get down before you're looking for more.
And he's stopped right there. That will bring up first down. First down, 2 wide on the play of the field.
Look at all the interceptions there. McCoy is a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
That's his third tackle in the game.
Fourth down, 20. Brady Jackson with a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
The tackle, and he's starting to come up the sack.
He is dominating things. So far, he's got and one sack.
Gets the ball and pummels this one deep. The tackler feels
It doesn't make much of a dent.
the Packers were in the junction last time out. We'll see what happens here. They start at the
45. But he is not letting him get too free. So far, he's had to work hard to get 70 yards on 30 carries. Second and
4-yard line. That's his fourth ball connection, and he is really using his arm to its fullest so far. Two, and that will bring up second down.
Here, with the tackle. Second and 8.
We've been saying the same lot today, and with good reason. He has not slacked off at all.
And he's finishing really strong, too.
First down, two receivers to the left.
Goes in motion.
Line, and that brings up second down.
With the tackle. Second and 9. Receivers didn't have a flaring gun.
Another batted ball. They have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
Right, Dan. You won't simply defend the pass when you can obliterate it.
That will bring up fourth down.
Darren Sharp couldn't read that play any better if it was tattooed on the inside of his helmet.
Well, the knee holds tight on third and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
It sure was. Perfect team for that situation.
And it will bring up fourth down. Fourth down. And Kowski kicks from 36 yards. They'll take the 3 points, but they were hoping for 7.
That's the second time today they get close only to
It's this one deep. Davenport was out for a touchdown. Davenport down this in the end zone for a touchdown. Second down and 4 minutes in the game. Air kick into the left side.
Green Bay needs prepared for handling it. Here's Cottonee. He wants the ball and does have a field. And you are the one. Second down, two tight ends available. Well, let that play get back to the line of scrimmage, and that will bring up third down. It seemed like the defense read that from the beginning, and they forced the offense to move forward with the lead. Beautiful job by the defense. It will be first down. Targeted the ball carrier early, and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage. He's done his part defensively, and now he's backed up his tennis tackle. It's all about closing speed. The linebacker position, and he's got it. Targeted the ball carrier early, but didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage. That's his second tackle so far. down, both right outs to the right. To 15. Number 24 with the tackle. It'll be fourth down. Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Takes it from 35 yards and left to the upright. Sebastian Janikowski takes the field goal here. Yep, it's just a little bit to the side of the upright, but don't hold the Captain Horseshoe. Missed that one, and maybe he thought, maybe because he's tired. Yeah, he's been getting a real workout today. He has perhaps more than they
really playing well out there.
He's been after the ball from the beginning of the game. Real aggressive play.
And second down, one man down. First down, the clock is stopped at 1:40. This on the hole. Anthony's got reeled in, incomplete.
Gary Carter tried to snag that one across the middle, but doesn't have it.
Not much success to be had on the right side for this passing game, Peter. They have been off over there.
Yeah, I go somewhere else again.
Second down, 10 yards to go.
Over 400 yards to the phone, and they're down 11.
Second down with 4 wideouts in the game.
Mark Roman looking back in his zone, waiting for the pass, and then closes enough to force the incompletion. Nice job.
The defense denies the opportunity for the score and instead forces them into a fourth down situation.
Rushers prefer the play and the mean play they find.
Fourth down and the field goal unit is on the field. Takes it from 32 yards and it's a really tough left to the upright.
That's what giving that defense the field goal here. Let's watch this again. Yeah, it's just a little bit to the side of the upright, but most of the Kevin Hart here.
And he seems to be kicking almost everywhere but not that one.
This team is going crazy on this.
Is going to do it for this one. Packers are on top 40-30. For my 5.5 this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time. Okay, Dan, thank you very much. Let's welcome all welcome you back to the studio. I'm Chris Berman here to bring you our ESPN Video Games post-game wrap-up. The Packers tested us for sure, putting up some good news. Let's get started in this one early in the third quarter. Derek Gibson is reading the quarterback guys all the way, and he's able to get a chance on this one to pick it off. The ball with their own 38-yard. Brett Favre will find his target on this one. Raiders trailing by 10. Nick Barnett is in the right place at the right time, and his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Packers have an off an interception. Ryan Longwell is showing for the field goal attempt. Snap, good spot, good kick. 3 good people, 3 points. A 37-yard field goal. Packers ahead, 40-27. Al Harris is reading the quarterback side all the way, and is able to get a chance on this one to pick it off. The Packers on defense, ball at the 34-yard line. Philip Buchanan shows some great awareness here as he gets himself in a position to pick this one off. The Raiders, after getting an interception, Raiders behind by 13. Rick Buchanan will find his target on this one. The Raiders have it again. Darren Carver come up with a big play to kill a drive. He was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. Raiders trailing 40-27. The incomparable Rod Woodson is reading the quarterback guys all the way, and he's able to get a chance on this one to pick it off. The ball at their own 49. Travian Smith is in the right place at the right time, and his interception was a possible momentum shifter. Raiders losing by 10. Rick Buchanan connected with his man on this one. The Raiders again have it. The incomparable Jerry Rice found a soft spot on defense and it worked to his advantage. And that's where we'll leave this one. Packers win this one 40-30. Now let's check in with our player of the game. A guy who made one big-time catch after another to help steal the win for his team. Donald Duke and the driver is on the field with our Susie Colvin. Duke?
Thank you, Chris. You helped carry your team today, and you were instrumental in helping your team snag the win. What do you think was the critical factor in getting the W?
Our defensive backs really got the job done today and providing good run support. Man, it was so big, it was huge. This was a really good game for us.
Back to you, Chris.
That concludes the presentation of the NFL preseason on ESPN. Celebrating its 25th anniversary as the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. See you next time. Aloha, I'm Chris Berman, and coming up on ESPN, Troy Edwards took over as the full-time starter in Green last year. He ran for nearly 1,000 yards. His club looks for even more at home in 2002. Arizona Cardinals, Oakland Raiders.
Crowds of tailgaters arriving early this morning. These fans are primed and ready for the game. Standing beside me is my right-hand man, Mr. Peter O'Keefe. And Peter, we have a whole bunch of good receivers down there.
You're not kidding, man. Both of these teams have a receiving core that can spread the field and not change. The Cardinals have a group of receivers with a great use of talent. They make it awfully tough for defensive secondary. They're just a well-rounded team for both. The Raiders also have a talented household of receivers. On any given day, any one of these guys can be a hero. Defenses are really challenged, so you just can't focus in on one guy. Close ones can start their trouble out and now come today, but only one will go out and together.
Okay, Peter, we'll see how they do once the game begins. But first, the toss of the play. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Kicks it, and we are underway. Fields it all the way back at the line. 24.
for football, and ESPN's Susie Culver will tell us if it will stay that way. Susie?
Thanks, Sam. It's a beautiful temperate day. The conditions couldn't be better right now for summer football. You Peter fellas.
I see. The Raiders get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 24-yard line. They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete.
Another big mistake so far in this one. Maybe could have taken his calls for him.
And had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good to know then.
Second down is coming up.
The receivers line up as the defense settles into a neutral pocket.
Right, goes in motion. And the first time he goes down the field, Peter, he hooks up with his receiver, won a throw.
We'll see if they can keep up the long game.
Down, 10 yards to go. Passes well past the markers for the first down.
Jerry Rice takes it on three defenders and comes away with the football.
Oh, nice catch. And Peter, that play didn't get off the ground unless he runs a very precise route.
And he had to in his mouth. Wow, look at those things. Talk about a great career. And this right here is a long throw. And fortunately for the defense, they grab it and gain possession. Heads up play.
There are many ways you can start a drive, but a turnover is not one of them.
Oh, definitely not. That was a good time play.
A Turner doesn't agree with the call, and we're going to see the red flag. This is their first challenge of the game, and even if they lose this one, they still have one challenge left.
Well, we've got to look at the pass itself and see whether the ball is moving forward or backward. That will tell us what happened to the pass. Oh, if you ask me, that's moving forward and an incomplete pass. I think the way the rule is going.
Forward pass, and therefore incomplete. Oakland will not be charged for timeout. Second down. He left the ball. That brings up third down. Reach the 41-yard play.
he gets close to the 20. So it all comes down to the wash on that play.
The Cardinals offense will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. It'll be second down.
I think if you can get there, but they were hoping for more.
Well past the markers for a first down.
Josh McCown with the pass, two defenders on this one. What a throw! It's worth a second look. That's what you call confidence. Throwing into double coverage like that, and what accuracy to boot.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and he removes the chain. Great execution. First down and a whole lot more.
Antoine Golden goes one-on-one on this play and beats his man. He executed that pass pattern perfectly and made the catch. Nice reception. Nope, they could not cover him there, but then he was one step ahead of the defense.
Here it's early in the game. It's the first time they go deep, and he makes the big completion. First down.
Brian Johnson is in to catch despite being covered by two defenders. Dan, I guess he just can't be intimidated. Nickerson. Okay, it's all about being focused. He had his eye on the ball the whole time. He knew where he had to be. Josh McCown has a little less hit rather than Bradley here. And he gets some yards. Josh McCown rolled the dice by targeting the receiver with two defenders near him. But the pass slipped and run his ball.
Either one, nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Going down. Watch out, the ball carrier is a throw to the market. They're rushing game now, but not enough to the
They hold pretty firm there, and they've got to go with a game on third and four. Third down. Nice play in the drive.
get it. It's an easy short one. A clean kick, no rules. There's the signal, and we're ready. Picks it up. Carter fields the kickoff at the 2. Raiders offense takes the field, and they will start at their own 27-yard line. It's past the markers for a first down. And Brown faces down 3 defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice pass. Throws a bullet to the flat and to the second lead at the 37. The 42. Harris was taken up earlier. Here's Susie Colbert has a report for us. Susie?
Thank you, Dan. I got in touch with the team doctor. And apparently he's suffering from a sprained elbow. They're taping him, but it may not be enough. I've been told that his return is questionable. Back to you, Dan.
And by the way, we'll hope quarterback First down and 4 radars in the game. Corner is a motion. Throws a bullet to the flat and just because he's following his blockers. Without him, he wouldn't have gone anywhere.
Nice one, Peter. And he's putting together some very nice sacks.
Definitely. Up to now, he's got 26 yards on 5 carries.
Ineligible receiver, number 67. Maybe picks up one on the play.
Wow, look at last year's stats. Talk about a great season.
That will bring up third down. Third down. 9 yards to go.
Perfect position back there to make the catch, but he just couldn't do it. He was wide open to put it. Incomplete.
Peter, I don't understand this. They wouldn't have gotten much at all, even if it was incomplete. First down, either way. Nothing like a situation. First down, when the field goal unit is on the field. Bounds this in the end zone for a touchdown. Cardinals offense takes the field and their running game has yet to get on track. We'll see if it happens here as they cross their own 50-yard line.
No real yards to speak of anyway. Tough game. He's only got 4 yards on 9 carries.
Seems to be an odd call here. The throw incomplete, but even if they had caught it, it still would have been short of the first down. Gotta get past the Hurricanes in there. Maybe first down. Brings up the point after the 45.
Every Cannon back up a few yards on the run back there, moving down the south of the field a little bit.
The Ravens will start this drive at their 35.
that brings up second down. Third down, empty backfield. That's the interception. That really happened because his teammate got in there and tipped it. Oh, it's all about coordinating your defense, man. Playing as a team. Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game. Yeah, you gotta love to be like that. The Cardinals saw early last time, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. 39 yards. Watch how he reacts. He's getting the ball snapped. Nice. That's how you make the INT. That was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game. You gotta love to be like that. Raiders were intercepted last time. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at the 32-yard line. Second down, 1 yard. Cheerleader. Another short pass and another completion. He's really got the short passing game working today. Just nickel and diming it. And that'll do it for quarter number 1. Raiders with a small lead, 6-3.
Controlled pass for the completion. Their short game has been pretty good.
They haven't been nickel and diming them, but they've been nickel and diming.
Carry and maybe picks up one on the play. Second down, 2 wideouts on the field. Pocket goes in motion.
McKinnon targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Peter, he's been lighting up the defensive side of the ball today and getting some nice numbers out of it.
You bet. So far, he's got 5 tackles. Now look at those tackles. That's how you play sideline to sideline.
Wilson takes a play on this and forces the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Green Wilson swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in them.
Well, the knee holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
That sure was. Perfect team for that situation.
And it will bring up 4th down. 4th down. 9 yards to go. Janikowski launches the 52-yard attempt and
That's a powerful kick for 3 points, my friend. When he needs to, he can move that
field goal is in 4-3 out there.
can't coach that.
There's the 6 and 1. Brings up Cottonee here. Castro has this in the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive. They also start at their own 20-yard line. His number
'He struggled to get 2 yards on 11 carries. Philip Buchanan again and racked up a few yards on the run back there, pulling down the sides of the punt a little bit. The Raiders offense takes the field, and they will start out at the 48-yard line. Brown goes in motion. Takes it to the right side. That's the 48. Green Wilson says he doesn't have a shot at it unless he jumps for it. And man, he timed it perfectly to give his receivers a few picks about mid-air receptions. Well, that's their second interception of the game, and Stingy is appearing to be the model for their defense. Maybe that'll give me the ball. Cardinals haven't got much out of the coaching center, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This but this stinky defense wouldn't give up much at all in their last play. Not much there. It'll be second down. I think if you can get it in the door, you're hoping for more. First on third and long. Antoine Bolden easily overcomes the double coverage that hands the football. Perfect synchronization by the quarterback and the receiver. Way to get open. That's broken kind of a cold streak for him. The last two passes his way were incomplete. Let's see if he stays on track. First down, 3 right on. Ends up 4 yards. That will bring up second down. Number 91 with the back. Second and 6. Leader in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof with their substitute advantage. And they can look at this. First down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Packers pitch from 38 yards out and puts it straight through the uprights and good. Neil Rockers did a good-sized kick. Watch here. Nowhere close to his match, but he's obviously still very pleased to pull it off. There's the signal, and we're ready. Packers rockets this one deep. Fargo tries to take it out of the end. The 18. Justin Fargas took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes down to the walk on that one. The Raiders will start this first play of the drive at their own 18-yard line. Brown goes in motion. Baker falls off his left leg. And first to 6. With a backfield block there on that last play. Great job by the O-line. They lose the ball, and it will be second down. Second down, 2 receivers to the left. some really good blocking there. They opened up the hole, and he's able to cross the line and get a punch more without letting the resistance. That's what the O-line gets paid for.
And Peter, this is just a great individual effort to slip this tackle right here.
Yeah, it sounds funny to say, but the players that did this on the first assignment, I don't know how long ago when you can find your way out of tackles like that.
Completely. They'll lose a bunch here. And that brings up second down.
David Macklin was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. But he will bring up second down. Wheatley has his number called on second down and only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Ronaldo Hill targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another good stop by the defense, and that will be 2 losses in a row. Third down and 4 lineouts in the game. He will be well short of the marker. That will bring up fourth down.
David Macklin just planted the ball carrier in the turf short of the marker. But the only thing that's going to grow there is the deep morale.
They allow a little there, but they do force a fourth down.
Ready to attack the ball.
Ready to punt this away. Takes the snap and pummels this one deep.
Mulder
Fields the defense at the
returns for a few there, but after that gigantic pump, it was like tearing the shooting stage out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Cardinals offense takes the field, and their running game has yet to get on track. We'll see if it happens here as they start at the long 27-yard line. And that will bring up second down.
Marcel Schiff got a little help from his friends on that play, Dan. They gave him the space he needed to make the play. Great blocking up front.
Either one, a nice pickup to take him into a second and short situation.
Nice play. Now they have a bunch of help come down with the play now. There's the motion.
Picks up the first down. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the over along to him. Capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at the 40-yard line. This one, and it's incomplete.
Rich Gannon is really struggling out there today. As you can see by the numbers, he's all bad. Up and out, he's got 111 yards and 2 interceptions.
Second down from the shotgun.
All 30 yards.
The 42.
Carlos Danford targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job eliminating any forward progress on that play. That will bring up the 3rd and long.
Force a 4th down. Way to attack the ball. Check it out. That's a confident kicking stance.
Janikowski launches the 52-yard attempt. Down this in the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. Martin is in motion. Gains 8 yards, and that brings up 2nd down.
Marcel Shipp was assisted on that play by some great blocking that opened up holes for him. Without those blockers, he would have been exposed.
They're taping him up again, and they've told me that he will be ready to go back in later in the game.
Maybe picks up 1 on the play.
Eric Gibson brought down the ball carrier with 4 the markers. There was some game there, but not enough for the first.
That's his 3rd tackle of the game. 3rd down with the tight end line. Takes it upfield, tackled at the 35. It will be 1st down.
Marcel Shipp played it smart back there by following his blockers, and that allowed him to make some good yards.
A big gain on 3rd, and they will easily make the play.
Perfect ball for the situation there.
On 2nd down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up 3rd down.
Nice pressure that one.
3rd down. 10 yards to go. Things at the right side, and it's tipped. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Mambi Asamuga couldn't have read that play any better if it was captured on the inside of his helmet.
The defense forces 4th down, and even if they had completed the pass,
It still would have been scored.
yeah,
But you have to run those guys harder in that situation.
lines up for the punt. At the 32. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. When you check out the drive results, you can see that they had to resort to field goals a few more times than they would have liked. Now take advantage of the opportunity. But Buchanan did a nice job getting some yards after creating the solid punt.
The Raiders bring their offense on the field and will start this drive at their 32-yard line. Cleveland will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up second down.
Raynard Thompson not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but bumped and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage, but it was coached by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up second down.
That is impressive.
Gains a couple.
Rich Gannon go off his arm strength with a terrific cross pass back there. That was a heck of a throw.
Another short pass, and he likes that area of the field so far.
And why not? He's had success there.
What do you think, Ray White?
Rich Gannon took a risky pass here and completes it. That's what guts, man. Check it out. Oh, perfect pass. And it had to be accurate to get in there between the two defenders.
That's the third time today he's hit a receiver way downfield.
Well, his arm didn't have shoot for this team, so they might as well get the radio.
The 35.
Why you think twice before throwing a pass in his neighborhood. Watch. Great presence of mind to try for the football there.
That's their third interception of the game, and Peter, the D is holding in on the passing game.
A tough play. I love it.
The Cardinals could take the lead before halftime as their offense will start at their 35-yard line. There, it'll be second down.
I think if you can get there, but they're hoping for more. Josh McCown has had difficulties disabling, and now he's second-guessing everything. It's a terrible day. So far, he's struggled to get 110 yards and 2 interceptions. Wilson being there, but not enough for the play.
He's now up to 6 tackles. Player lines up the punt after the 3-and-out. Keeps it away. The 34.
Philip Buchanan did a nice job getting some yards after fielding a solid punt. The Raiders are looking for
some separation before half, and we'll start this drive at the 34-yard line. Rice goes in motion. Close to 6.
With the tackle.
First down, 2 tight ends of the game. Raiders take their first time off. First down with 2 tight ends to the right. Airs this one to the left sideline, and it's intercepted. One man to beat, no one in front of him. Gets out at the 44.
Rich Gannon is feeling some pressure as he lets this one go, which is why it zings right into the defender's reach. He wishes he had that one back.
Another throw that was picked off, and this game is turning into a nightmare for him.
Well, he better wake up.
The Cardinals haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track too. This drive begins at their 44-yard line. Cardinals take their first time out. First down with a split backfield. Incomplete.
Fabian Smith gave you the guy in on that football and left no chance for a reception.
That is their 4th batted ball. Tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays in this squad.
We'll see if they can keep it up there. So far, he's got 2 interceptions.
Here's the extra point.
Look at all the interceptions there.
It's good for a gain of 8.
Antoine Bolden had 2 guys on him on that play, but still managed to make the catch.
Another completion, and he's definitely shaping up to be a major factor in this game.
Right in the second quarter still, but if he can keep it up, he can have a game taking the horse in the back.
He's on the call on second down, and Cottonee gets back to the line of scrimmage. That'll do it for the first half of this one. Raiders enjoying the lead, 19-6. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Over. All right, kids. Interesting game at the half. Get back to you guys in a bit. First, we welcome everybody to our ESPN halftime report. I'm Chris Berman. Let's quickly take a look at the numbers from our first half of this one, and we see the special teams that played a big role this fall. The Raiders are winning because of it. Let's see if they can keep up their dominance in the second half. Let's get started on this one early in the first quarter. Rick Loose Cannon would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. That set up a 42-yard field goal. The Raiders strike first and go up by 3. Cardinals still in the first quarter. Josh McCown would find his target on this one. That set up an easy 22-yard field goal. Raiders towards the end of the first quarter. Raiders out in front by 3. David Macklin is leading the quarterback side all the way as he's able to get a chance on this one and pick it off. The Cards on D. The incomparable Rod Woodson has come up with the big play to kill a drive. He was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. Cards down 6-3. After driving 33 yards on 7 plays, Sebastian Janikowski gets the call for the lengthy field goal attempt. He would in fact deliver a 53-yard field goal. Raiders now early in the second quarter, this time at the 49-yard line. Adrian Wilson was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. Cardinals later on in the second quarter, Cards down by 6. Josh McCown connected with his man on this one. They climb back into the game, now down by 3. The Cards have it again. Charles Woodson shows some great awareness here as he gets himself in a position to pick this one off. Cards losing 9-6. After driving 5 yards on 3 plays, Sebastian Janikowski is going to try to dial one in from very long distance. Plenty of leg to it though. It's good. A 53-yard field goal. Raiders late into the second quarter. The ball at the 43-yard line. Ronald McKinnon shows some great awareness here as he gets himself in a position to pick this one off. Raiders still late in the second quarter. Raiders winning by 6. Ronaldo Hill come up with a big play to kill a drive. He was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. Cardinals late in the second quarter. Charles Woodson was able to step in front of his pass and pick one off. It wasn't done there. Touchdown for the Raiders. And that's where we'll leave this one. Raiders are up at the half, 19-6. Now let's check out the undisputed halftime hero of the first half. Charles Woodson has played outstanding. And now let's return to the second half. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe. Thanks, Boomer, and welcome back to our broadcast presented in ESPN Game Sound. Designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Cardinals get the ball first this half, and they could use the score right out of the gates to get back into this one. They currently trail 19-6. Now, let's get to the game. And Cottonee kicks it off to begin the second half. Information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Cottonee is not going to win this game. Although it looks like they're trying to do that, they need to put a drive together and get into the end zone.
We've got a quick update from ESPN's very own Susie Calder. Susie.
Thanks, Sam. Head coach Dennis Green told me at halftime that he was really upset about all the turnovers. He said they were all boiled down to one thing. We'll see if they do a better job of turning on the ball this week.
Needs to vary it up a little bit to keep the D off guard. Up to now, he's accumulated 43 yards on 24 carries. Second down, one man back. Big game, well moved for change. Well, he eventually stopped him, but way past the marker. Second tackle so far. To the flat and reeled incomplete. Rich Gannon searching for a rhythm out there, and he's come up short there. As you can see by these numbers, he's been having a rough day of it. So far, he's struggled to get 179 yards and no touchdowns. Second and 10. With the tackle. Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. That will bring out fourth down. Jerry Porter had that one come right to him back there. You have to catch those passes, baby. That's his first drop of the game, and while every drop does hurt, you can't throw too much blame on him for that. That would have been a tough catch. Ready to punt this away. Regular takes the snap and aims this one out of bounds. This will fly out of bounds at the 15. And Lecker did a good job angling the punt out of bounds. So the offense will start off stuck inside the 20. The Cardinals will start this first play of the drive at their own 15-yard line. Hodgins goes in motion. Unloads this one to the left. 14. But it's all about getting in position to make the grab, and watch here. Oh, that's perfect position.
Yet another interception for this defense, and they're making passing just about impossible so far.
Absolutely. Great read, great jumps on the ball, great athletes. It's all happening down there.
The Raiders have an extremely short field ahead of them as they will start this drive at the 14-yard line. This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete.
Although Hill did a beautiful job on that last play covering the first drop. That pass never had a chance. Incomplete.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial.
Second down coming up.
Cottonee goes in motion.
Crosses out to the left side and maybe picks up one on the play.
Tyrone Weaver got some help on that one in the form of blocking, but he still couldn't make a play out of it.
Not a lot of room. Second down. Second down.
Goes right out to the right.
Pocket goes in motion. That will put a touchdown in his sack column.
That's always nice to have. So far, he's got 89 yards and one touchdown.
Now the extra point, and it's caught. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. This will be the end zone touchdown. The Cardinals are fading fast and are in need of a score. Their offense will start this final drive at the 120-yard line. Logan is in motion. Left sideline and gets past the markers for a first down.
Antoine Golden stays a coverage man. The final point of pass pattern. Really get away from me. I have the ball pickup.
He really beat his man. That was bad coverage.
Well, he's just a great receiver, though. He knew where he had to be and he was there.
Peter gets another drive here in the third, and he's been working hard all day.
It's all about consistency, and he's been that today. Just got a away somehow. Tough incompletion.
That's his first drop, and it is not often you see that from him.
No, normally he's pretty sure-handed there.
Three wideouts for the game.
Philip Buchanan backs up a few yards on the run back there. Running down the sides of the front a little bit.
The Raiders have yet another shot at scoring and are in command. Their offense takes the field and starts this drive at their 38-yard line. He is intercepted.
One to think twice before throwing a pass in his neighborhood. Watch. Great presence of mind to try for the football there.
Here, that's his second interception, and what a game he's having so far.
Unbelievable. He's all poked up down there.
The Cardinals offense takes the field, and they are already halfway there. They'll start at the 46-yard line.
Has found limited success in the passing game so far, man. He just can't seem to get into a rhythm of things. I think he's not very pleased with his performance. So far, he's got 160 yards and 4 interceptions.
Incompletion. That will bring up fourth down.
Philip Buchanan stayed in and got a hand on that football. He left no chance for a reception.
Another batted ball. They have been looking at the pass. There's the chance they get. For example, one seconds of trouble. Hands up the top there for the field. Takes the shot and puts it away. Buchanan clears the punt at the 27. Flipping, number 33, defense. The Raiders have a long field ahead of them and start this drive back at their own 13-yard line.
Yeah.
incomplete. Toby Reinhardt will get the receiver all the way back there in that deep corner route and interrupted the pass. Incomplete.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up.
Look at all these INTs. They can't sit well with the right coach.
Incomplete.
Adrian Nelson got both eyes on the short out on that one and caught the incomplete pass.
It's complete. That would have made for a bit shorter third down play, but the defense had other ideas.
The anticipation of the throw was key there. It made all the pieces fall into place.
Third down coming up. Third down, 10 yards to go. First down, third and this will come out of the end zone for a touchdown. The Cardinals haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This drive begins at the around 20-yard line. Cardinals in motion. Second down, both tight ends left. Fast ball over the middle, and he's got the first down and a whole lot more.
First and 10. Ball at the almost 34-yard line.
Got it. Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
When you got a red deal like that.
Raiders are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at the 48-yard line.
Great, 25. Great.
Brown drives the right side, and that will be good for a gain of 8.
Rich Gannon threw a nice pass past the coverage and got the completion. Tough throw, but inaccurate throw.
Yet again, he airs it out and finds his man. He's putting up some incredible numbers today, Peter.
Yeah, man. If you're not at least 10 yards away from him, it's like he doesn't even see it.
Takes it for his 26th carry and only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Raynoch Thompson was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
Another tackle, and he's starting to fill up the stat book.
He is dominating, Dan. So far, he's got 7 tackles. Okay, bring him out. Bring him out. We have change.
Baby, no first. No first, baby, no first.
Brown goes in motion.
Black, 25. Black, 25. That's right.
Things at the right side. Finally dropped at the 18. First down.